up, everybody in the YTVC? Hope everybody is doing well today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. Apparently, the Zone has been scamming. Hold on. All right, there we go. But yeah, apparently the Zone has been scamming people. And what I mean by that is, as we all know, there was the pay-per-view Saturday between Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, and it was a pay-per-view. And those who purchased it through, or I shouldn't say those, but a large percentage of people who purchased it through the DAZN platform couldn't watch it. There were some where they purchased it and it got charged multiple times. Um, and still, and some people, it was both. They got charged multiple times and they didn't get to watch the fight because it didn't work for some reason. Now, what that reason is, I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Popcorn Boxing? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing well. That's a loaded question. Yeah, I know you're joking. But yeah, and yeah, as the YTBC financial advisor, I would advise people to maybe, I don't know, I hate to say this, but I'm at the point where I'm just like, you know what, stop supporting the Zone. Like, I really am, like, at that point. Um, I'm hearing that they are not refunding people. I mean, I would assume they had to refund like the multiple charges. But my understanding is they're not really refunding people who weren't able to watch the fight. Yes, of course, it's a scam. Anything for Eddie Hearn around the house is a scam. I actually like Eddie Hearn. But yeah, like this is a big fiasco. Um, I mentioned Spicy. I think her name is just Spicy right now. But anyways, she was like the first one I saw saying that she couldn't watch the fight. And I thought it was just her, but then now the past couple of days I've been seeing a lot of things coming out about a lot of people weren't able to watch the fight who purchased it. There's a lot of people that um, they purchased it and they got charged more than once. Um, and, that's a problem. Like I said, I find it hard to believe that the Zone is not refunding at least the multiple charge ones. Um, I can definitely believe that they're not refunding the one charge though, because during COVID, and that's where like the bad taste started settling into my mouth with the Zone, because I had purchased a year up front, and then I only got like 3 months worth of boxing because of the pandemic, and I think I did videos about that. Like they should have tacked on some additional months at the end. I'm not saying tack on another 8 months or yeah, like another 8 months, but they could have tacked on like 2 months to kind of ease the pain of okay, I paid for 12-month subscription to the Zone for boxing, and now all these events are being canceled and stuff. How's it going, Lisa Bales? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, this is a terrible thing that's going on. The Zone really needs to do the right thing. Like if I pay for a service and I don't get that service, I feel that it is the service provider's obligation, not discretion, obligation to refund me. I didn't get what I paid for. If I were to go to McDonald's right now and I ordered a Big Mac, and then I paid for it, and when I get up to the window, they're like, "Oh, you know what? We're all out of Big Macs." Guess what? I'm getting a refund. And McDonald's ain't even like the most uh, trustworthy company, but I feel confident I would get my money back from McDonald's. I can't say that I feel that same confidence in DAZN. Now, what does that really say about DAZN when I'm saying this? And the thing is, when DAZN first came to America, I was a big advocate for it. I was telling people, I recommend going ahead and buying a year. But after what happened, when my year was up, I didn't renew for another year. I started doing month by month, case to case basis. And what I would do is, and I'm still doing it that way, it's if there's a fight during the month that I'm interested in seeing, I'll pay the $20. I will have DAZN for that month. If there's not, then DAZN doesn't get my money that month. That's just the way that it is. So with this going on now, I don't even feel like I can trust them with that. Like that makes me say, you know what? I'm just gonna stream the shit. Not through DAZN streaming, through other means where DAZN won't be making any money. And there's a lot of people who sounds like they're going that route as well. Um, Especially people who got cheated out of their hard-earned money and wasn't able to watch the fight. Like that's something that the zone needs to understand. You have to have goodwill with your customers, especially being that you're on a subscription model. Um, because people will just cancel, and if they paid for a year, yeah, you might have that money for the year, but they ain't renewing. So I think the zone really needs to make this right. It's not good big business practice. Like I understand things happen. You know, Something happened with the streaming that day. I'm not a programmer or anything like that. You know, I'm the YTVC financial advisor, not the YTVC tech guy. I can barely use StreamYard, but I understand things happen. But if something happens and people who were not able to watch the fight should get a full refund. A full refund. At the very least, there should be a way to give like, let's say they don't want to give the refund, but they can use they can like put a credit in their account, some kind of credit on their DAZN account where the next time there's a pay-per-view, um, that customer wants to see, not just the next pay-per-view, but the next one that particular customer wants to see, then they can use that credit toward that pay-per-view. That would be reasonable as well. Honestly, I think they should just do the refunds, um, because as long as they're putting on quality pay-per-views, that money should come back to them. you know but the zone has been pretty much a disappointment. We went from all included $10 a month to $20 a month. We're doubling the cost every month now. And everything's not included. There's still pay-per-views, which was not what was sold to us when the zone first came. But I can kind of give them some slack on that because they didn't do that It took them years to start doing that, I should say. You know, it's not like I bought a year under the preconceived notion that I was going to get everything included, and then all of a sudden there's pay-per-views for every fight that I want to see. You know, that they didn't do that. You know, it took some time. I think they gave like some forewarning that pay-per-views would be coming, and you know, that gives you time to figure out, you know, do I want to keep paying for the subscription? Do I, you know, am I willing to pay for the pay-per-views? Is it really that big of a deal? You know, but you know what is a very big deal to everybody is that people don't want to pay for shit and not get it. People don't want to pay for pay-per-views and then not be able to watch the event. That's the whole reason why you put that money down. You ain't giving money to charity. You're paying for the ability to watch a particular event. And when you're not able to watch that event, whether it be because of technical issues or whatever the reason is, it is the service provider's obligation. Once again, obligation, not discretion, obligation to refund the customers who weren't able to watch it. You don't get to keep the money when you weren't able to provide the service. Like we don't reward incompetency, because what that does is it incentivizes them to make sure that the shit works flawlessly in the future. But if it doesn't and they still get to keep your money, then that just sends the message to the zone that we don't we could just take their money. We don't even have to allow them to watch the shit. You know? So that's where I'm at on this whole thing. You know, like I said, I find it hard to believe that they're just going to keep those additional charges. Um, I don't see how they'll be able to get away with that. But I could definitely see them getting away with the charge. Like they shouldn't be able to do that. But I've seen stuff like I've seen stuff like that happen plenty of times. Um, I mean, I worked for a huge bank for 11 years. Right now, I'm actually working on getting my Series 6 license. Um, so like I have financial, you know, experience um, enough to where I've seen people get screwed out of their money and not get it back. So, and that's what's going on with DAZN right now. DAZN, buying a DAZN pay-per-view, at the very least, buying a DAZN pay-per-view is a gamble. It's a gamble. I've seen one person say that they were refunded, but I've seen a whole lot more saying, how can you do this to me, DAZN? And see, that's what DAZN needs to understand. The people who got screwed, they're speaking out. They're like, I can't believe you did this to me, DAZN. And guess what? Other fans who may have not used DAZN yet, they're gonna see that. They're gonna be like, hell no, I'm not getting DAZN. What? Just so they could take my money? This is a shitstorm for DAZN, whether they realize it or not. Hey, how's it going? H Money, Mr. DAZN. I'm just kidding. Yeah. And see, that's the other thing. Like H Money, he was like a big advocate for DAZN at one time. I haven't seen him advocate for them for a while. I don't know his reasons, but I wouldn't blame him if it's for the fuckery, you know, the scamming and shit. How's it going, Bruce Gas? Because yeah, like if I pay for a pay-per-view and I'm not able to see it and you're not gonna refund me, I'm gonna feel scammed. And you know what? I would be completely justified in feeling that way and going on social media and saying DAZN has scammed me out of my money. DAZN doesn't want that kind of bad press or publicity. They're gonna need to make it right. You can't just take people's money. taking a look here. Yeah, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy. The world is a crazy place right now, and like even in boxing, with this kind of crap, it's you got to guard your money. We all got bills to pay, right? We all got bills to pay. Um, we all have at least one mouth to feed. Some of us have multiple, and yeah, it's people are going to be paying for pay-per-views. They expect to get it. Hey, how's it going, Martin Ramos? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, it's just y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Like, are any of y'all? I hope not, but please feel free to share. Did you pay for the pay-per-view through DAZN, and were you able to watch it? And if you bought it through DAZN, did they, by any chance, charge you more than once for the service? For the pay-per-view. Um, and if so, like, are you gonna cancel your subscription? Because I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for the fact that I already, do what I do, which is evaluate whether or not I want to pay for DAZN on a month-to-month basis. Um, I mean, I'm considering not even doing that now. Um, I mean, the issue has never happened with their streaming, but like their regular subscription service, but that doesn't mean that it can't become an issue. And not only that, I just don't want to support a company that would take people's money and not refund them when they're not able to view what they paid for. Like I said, shit happens. But when shit happens, you need to be making the right decisions. And right now, they don't have a good track record in my eyes. Like I said, I may not got screwed this time, but I got screwed with the with COVID. Like I said, they didn't even attempt to add any months to the end of my subscription period because, like, and that left a bad taste in my mouth. Hey, how's it going, Black Horseman? Hope you're doing good. I'm about to end it here, but yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. Obviously, the comment section will be open. I don't ever turn the comments off, so if you feel you want to leave something there, feel free to do so. And y'all take it easy. Don't let any company scam you. Not just DAZN, but any company. You know. And I would strongly suggest, like, maybe do what I've been doing. Just, I know you save money when you buy the year, but you're really losing money if shit goes sideways and DAZN ain't willing to do anything to make it right. So y'all take it easy. Y'all be blessed. Peace.